Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters, and debunkers. All these people trying to call out flat earthers as being stupid, morons, ignorant, flattards. No matter who you are, what qualifications you have, what experience you have, what job you do, if you do not have the mental capacity to carry on learning on top of the things we've already been told to learn, then you, I'm afraid, are the retarded one. You are the one dealing with arrested development when you cannot think beyond what you think you already know. If you refuse to consider some of the points that flat earthers are making, especially about the ideas, formulas, theories, and conjecture that makes up the belief we are on a spinning ball Earth, if you cannot think beyond that or put that aside, then you are the retarded one. You are the globe-tard. Because the globe is holding back your thinking, holding back your ability, confining your ability to perceive things might be different to how you actually believed or imagined they were. You do not need to imagine, scale things up or down. You just see things the way they are. Not just the science, the politics, the government, the elite, the psychopaths, the ability for humans to be very, very destructive and selfish and jealous and often no different to the animals we share this plane with. Examine human nature, the human condition, and it's easy to understand how and why we hold such beliefs about the way things are, when really, when we are truthful with ourselves, we know nothing, except we are often deceived by our own selves and by others. Maniacs with maniacal means, as Mr. Lennon put it before he was shot. Oh, ambulance coming. I shall pull over for it. No one else did. Oh well. Yeah, that's something that doesn't happen here. When there's an ambulance behind people, they don't usually pull over. It's not a habit of Thai drivers to pull over. So yeah, we come from a Western world where everything's organized for you. Things are in place, and it appears to be because we demand it so. We demand that things be this way for the betterment of society. For the young, for the disabled, for the disadvantaged, what have you. We shall make some laws and rules, and you shall be fined and taxed if you break them. But it's for everyone's good. I think in the UK you have to have a child seat until the child's 12 years old. But of course, are you going to go public and argue against an initiative based on child safety? Of course not. It's already stacked against you. You're going to be faced with all kinds of wrath. So, you know, you come to a place like Thailand and you can find yourself saying, oh, well, looks like I'm coming upon the accident that the ambulance was rushing to. Let us see what has transpired. Motorcycle, I should imagine. Oh, yeah. Student. Oh dear, student. Probably on a motorbike. Haha, the irony. Child safety. But that's the thing, isn't it? Ultimately, we have to look after ourselves. No one is going to look after us, really, especially not the government. They'll give you that impression, and you'll pay for the service. Now, there is no harm in paying for a service that you receive, and some form of government may be required. No harm in that. But an institution, a body, a corporation, by its very nature, is going to be somewhat psychopathic and selfish and unfair. So when we look at the globe, of course, we look at globalisation, the standardisation of everything, of time, of finances, of laws, of culture, the global ball earth culture, the heliocentric lifestyle that we all crave for. The money, the power, the status. These are all things we are taught or conditioned to desire. And oh, do we suffer from that desire. Look at this guy. He's not in a hurry. He probably won't have an accident like that school kid just now. Oops. Come on, straight now. Sorry about the crooked video. Yeah, so Flat Earth brings with it so many things that oppose the globe. It is the understanding that decentralization of ideas, science, beliefs, thought is what's necessary to evolve to the next step of our human evolution. Yeah? We must separate from the system, the global construct, detach. It can be there as a way to perceive the rest of the world's community and commerce. But what we are missing a lot of the time is the freedom to act as individuals, as a collective of individuals is surely a good way to government. Especially when it comes to the freedom to think about, research, consider the how, why, and where we are, who we are. No harm in that. The only people that would find it harmful would be those who have a vested interest or an emotional fixation on understanding that things are a certain way and you don't want that to change. Oop. So I started this rant really trying to say that all those people calling flat earthers retards are the ones who are retarded. They cannot think outside of what we have been conditioned to think is the norm. We have been given this kind of singular timeline of events that lead us up to who we are, what we are now. And we get conned by our good natures into believing that other people are looking out for us and that we shouldn't have to think too much about what we're doing and why we think or believe certain things.